Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, guys. Welcome to NQT, a gateway to thousands of top jobs. Okay, it's a small presentation on what is NQT and what does it does. Okay, let's just go back because this test has started just 3-4 years back in 2018, and it's a common gateway test for several corporates. Okay, initially this was started only for TCS. Okay, NQT was organized in order to select candidates who can preferably work only for the group of Tata group of industries, especially software and IT industry. But rather, what happens in 2019-20 is really interesting. That now it become a common gateway for a lot of corporates. Okay, NQT will now be a common gateway test for several participating corporates for their fresher recruitment programs. The standardized test will provide candidates with access to open positions at multiple corporates, giving millions of young job seekers an opportunity to work for India's top corporates. Okay, it will provide subscribing corporates with a well-rounded evaluation of candidates' abilities and access to quality talent across the nation at speed and scale. A large number of leading corporates, including Chroma, Titan, Kirloskar, and Godrej, a lot of other companies have shown interest in participating in this hiring process, and very soon, almost 200 corporate companies have already engaged themselves in this process. So once you attend NQT, probably you have an opportunity of not only working with the esteemed Tata groups of industries, but you also have opportunity to work non-Tata industries. Besides, the company is also in touch with small business across 600 cities in India, so that you guys can get a job in your own location. So that's what Tata is trying to do, and you don't have to, so after job, once you get a job, you don't have to move to any other city, because they are not only working with top level companies, they are also working with mid level companies and even the startups, so that you give opportunity, so that Tata is trying to give a job for everyone based on their quality and of course their quantity as well. Yeah, and who can participate? Young professionals with up to 2 years of experience, as well as students from any stream, especially who will enroll in pre-final or final year or undergraduate or postgraduate, can apply for the test. The test act as a single window for job opportunities across leading organizations, not only in IT but also in BFSI, manufacturing, pharma, and FMCG sectors. Okay, in view of COVID-19 pandemic situation, now luckily this year TCS Ion will allow candidates to take tests from your homes. Okay, initially, TCS Ion, we have 600 centers across India where you have to go to that place and you have to attend the test in the TCS Ion places. But now, due to pandemic, something good and the bad, that you can take this test sitting at your home. So that's a good part of it. Yeah. So apart from this, um, to ensure inclusion, candidates without access to the necessary infrastructure at home also have an option of taking the test from a TCS Ion center. Okay, any nearby center. Probably if your college provides that, then you are lucky. Okay, I have to say, if you are attending this on campus, like if your college is organizing this, it means that your college is in top 100 category, because this test, TNQT, okay, Tata and the National Qualifier Test, happens only for the top 100 colleges. They approach only the top 100 colleges and they run the test only for them. So if this is going to happen in your college, feel happy about that. You are one of the luckiest right now. So there are, apart from this, there are 600 centers from where the students can take the test, and depending on the applications, the centers will be prepared to ensure the social distancing and sanitation protocols are strictly followed. So you don't have to worry about any other things. Okay, the test will focus on general abilities covering verbal, numerical, and reasonable. We are going to see it in detail, okay, in a very short time. And the normalized NQT score that can be presented to corporates as a demonstration of your cognitive abilities, okay, your thinking abilities, your critical thinking, your analytical thinking, your thinking level, in your emotional intelligence to certain extent, your language, fluency, all these things are covered in this. And a subject NQT focused on programming is also being planned very in recent times. And for coding we have to test. So if you want to become a coder and you're already in the process of coding, please apply for that. And this year October 17 is the last day for registration, and the exams are going to happen from 24 to 26. We will see, all these things in detail. Okay, I'm just gave a small glimpse of what is NQT and what is it. So we'll go step by step, and we'll see how it goes, how it grows. Yeah. So hope you are ready for this. So the first thing is, what is TNQT? TNQT is TCS Tata Consultancy Services National Qualifier Test. Okay, it is a placement exam organized by TCS to hire students for software engineer training. This year TCS is using TCS Ion platform to conduct their national qualifier test. So they created a separate platform. They created a separate uniform platform where you attend the test, and your qualifying students can be selected in TCS Ninja and TCS Digital profiles. Probably you will see what is Ninja and Digital, what is the difference between them, and we'll discuss about that later. And apart from that, TCS, as I already told you, covers 200 other companies will also use NQT score to hire students. Okay, so that's the best part of it, and the test scores are valid for 2 years. Okay, so if you are taking the test in 2021 October, it is valid till 2023 October. So it is October to October. It is not like January to January or May to May according to the educational things, but it is basically it starts from you get your results probably in October. November. From October November to the next year, 2023 October November, it is valid, and you can keep sending. This is the biggest, I have to tell you, in your resume. When you put this course, when you mention this, it adds a lot of value. See, two things basically add a lot of values on your profile. One is your projects and interns that you have done, that plays a very important role. Number two is your marks, and apart from marks and your projects and interns, the third big thing that you can present to yourself on your profile is NQT scores. Okay, so I just start with all the best for your exams, for your NQT. Do it well. And why? Because see, the validation is so enormous, it's so huge. Tata Motors, Tata Chemicals, Tata Consultancy, Tata Realty, Tata Consumers, Tata Capital, Tata A, Tata Housing, all Tata groups, like n number of Tata groups, give first preference for people who have attended NQT. Okay, when you're going and sitting in an interview, when people from different colleges and different different parts of the cities come, and if you are the only person who is having NQT, your profile has high chances of getting the first call inside and even being selected if your scores are really good. Okay, apart from this, okay, not only Tata, apart from Tata, we also have Kotak, RBL, ICICI, Asian Paints, Bajaj Auto, Bridgestone, and 200 plus companies giving first preference to NQT scores. So the better the scores are, the better the chances are you are getting a good placement very, very fast compared to others. So yeah, coming back to TCS Smart and NQT, there are 4 categories. Based on your scores, your TCS is going to accommodate you. So see, the beauty of TCS NQT is this, that this course is trying to accommodate some point, to somewhere, so that you have a job to at some place, your place. Initially, as soon as you complete your job, you're coming out, you come out with a placement. That is the whole noble cause and noble reason for NQT. So TCS Smart is like, if your marks are if you're not okay, I go in the reverse. Okay, let's leave out TCS Innovator here because it is for IIT and IIMs. Okay, let's leave out here as of now. It's especially for them. So TCS Digital is for us. Okay, your marks, the marks, based on your marks, if you come on the top 15 percentage of the whole of whole crowd that's writing this exam, if you're on the top 15, even 25 percentage, you have a high chance of getting a job in TCS Digital, where the salary is 7 point lakhs. This year they are planning to increase all these things. Okay, this is last year's. They have not updated yet, but they are in the plan. The good news is they are in a plan to update the same because of inflation, and Tata knows what's happening in the society. They know what is inflation. They know everything, and so the salary part might go to 8 to 9 lakhs is what my expectation is. That, and the TCS NQT, your salary is 3.8 lakhs to somewhere 4.8 lakhs, and TCS Smart somewhere between 2.9 lakhs to 3.5 lakhs. So that's my expectation, but this is the actuals. Okay, so today you are writing the exam, you are getting the job, and you are on the top 25 percentage. You get a job, and TCS Digital will be calling you, or you get a 7 lakhs job straight. And if you are on the in the 50 to 75 percentage, 50 percentage to 75 percentage, then you get 3.8 lakhs per annum. And if you are between 25 percentage to 50 percentage, there are chances that you get TCS Smart, and the salary slabs is between 3 lakhs to 3.5 lakhs. So get good marks, try to work out, hit it straight, and you get your aim should be on TCS Digital, because the ladder is you're moving into the second ladder or the third ladder straight away, instead of going step by step. When you put the hard work, it is like this, friends. Either you work very hard now and enjoy the fruits later, or you enjoy your life now and you struggle. You work very hard in the later part. So that's the way it is. So the higher you grow, the faster your corporate life is going to give you a growth in different dimensions. Okay. And what is the recruitment process? It's very simple. You have a written test, you will have a technical interview, and you have a group discussion. Sometimes group discussion may not happen, but you have an HR interview. In HR interview, you have you might have a group discussion and a direct HR interview, one-to-one phase-on interview, which probably takes 20 to 30 minutes of straight interview with the HR person. And finally, you have a project head interview. Sometimes people clear all the interviews, all the written tests, but they miss out in the project head interview because just 3 questions or 4 questions, the project head knows whether you suit the particular job or not. So as much as you put your time and energy into your written test and technical interviews, that much also you have to put into your communication skills, your soft skills, and interview skills. So it is like 50-50. It is not most of the time what happens. No, people only focus on the written test. They work very hard on aptitude, reasoning. It's very good. You get all these things. But if your communication skills are not up to the mark, see, you are working for a MNC, you are going for TCS, then see the caliber that they might be looking at you. Okay, for English language alone, they are having a test, a separate test on synonyms and antonyms. Okay, we are going to see very shortly the syllabus and modules. Okay. So before that, we have to see the registration. See, it is TCS Ion Hub. This is the page. It will if you just enter TCS Ion, this is the page that's going to come, and you are going to register yourself. And once you register, you will have your own account, and you can see the registration process is very simple. Actually, it is like you are registering in LinkedIn. Only thing is that please take extra care and enter everything perfectly, check and recheck before you submit, because sometimes what happens, okay, God forbid it doesn't happen to you, no one, but sometimes what happens is like people just make silly mistakes in the application form and the application got rejected. Okay, so please take extra care. Have enough time. It's not a test. Okay, so registration is not a test. Take enough time, relax. Okay, take an hour, sit, read it first. It's a page by page process, just like LinkedIn or Facebook. Any sign up, okay, it is just like any sign up. The registration happens. The only thing is that it asks all your details on your educational background, your marks. Okay, so these are the things you are going to find out there. So feel comfortable and feel relaxed while doing the registration. That's very important, because we have enough time. It's only in the month of July we are in, so we have August. Even July is not sub; it's just June. So you have July, you have August, you have September. You have 3 months to do the registration process. Why I'm telling you is like because don't get rejected just because of silly mistakes. Okay, that's what is important. And that NQT dates have been released. It's on 24, 25, and 26th of October. So you have 3 months in time. Normally, every 4 months I run the test. Okay, so you are luckily you have the 3 months. Normally, you will, when they release the dates, you will have only 2 months or 1 month. They release the dates so early because of COVID. Okay, because they know that it's difficult to prepare in a very short time. That's the reason they gave the dates so early, so you have enough time to prepare. So yeah, what will happen if I fill my registration form, even a single mistake while submitting, okay, the form, it will be rejected. So please keep that in mind. So what is the eligibility criteria? The eligibility criteria is the qualification is full-time graduates. Okay, no correspondence or open university is allowed here. All full-time graduates from BE, BTech, ME, MTech 2021 batch are eligible to take this test. And eligible streams, all engineering streams. It doesn't matter which engineering stream you are coming from. Anybody from any engineering stream can take this test. And the percentage criteria is from 10th and 12th and UG and PG. Not only for engineers. This is the standard route for all people who are trying to get a job in Tata. They have a very strict rule that early it was 80%. During our days. If you want to get a job in Tata, it was 80%. They reduced to 70%. Now it was far below. It was reduced to 60%, so that you get everyone gets an equal opportunity. Yeah. So if you have 60% and above, any engineering student, even if an average student, you can easily get 60+%, considering your practicals and projects. Okay, so that is the that is the whole logic. Tata's come with 60%, and even they are giving chances to people having backlog. Sometimes due to some situation, even people who are studying good might get one backlog. So one active backlog at the time of appearing the exam is acceptable. So if you have only one backlog, and if you have the confidence of clearing that in single another attempt, then go for it. Okay, don't miss out this opportunity. And the overall gap in academic career should not exceed 1 year. So sometimes, due to accidents or sickness, there are a lot of uncertainties. If you have a 1 year gap and again, in your studies and again you continue your studies, still Tata is giving you an option, giving you a chance to appear in this exam, because it's trying to cover as many people as possible. Because one thing is that today it is 200 plus companies plus 200 Tata companies. So we are almost 600 companies is what we are looking on a large scale, who can give you a job based on the TCS NQT scores. So they are going to increase. Their plan is to increase to 1,000 at least in this year or the next year, to 1,000 to 1,500 companies. So when the number of companies increases, the intake of employees will also increase. So that is what they are looking at. And the best part, I'm telling you are the most luckiest fellows, I would say, because this time there is no negative marking. Last year we have since the inception of NQT, we always had negative marking, so that a lot of people have the exam was very tough. But luckily, you are so lucky that this time we don't have negative marking. So you have have a full go over that. Only thing is that I mentioned, please fill your form correctly. And because I find most of my students, by making silly mistakes, even in the registration itself, they are losing the chances. Okay, so fill your form correctly. And this year it is very adaptive. Okay, you can attend from your home, you can attend in the center, so you can attend from your college. So it's not strict to you have to attend only in certain places. It's not like that. And remember, you will not get any extra rough paper in the exam as a calculator, and rough paper will be available on your desk screen. You are not allowed to move your eyes down while given the examination. Please be very careful. You have to see only the screen. You can't turn like this, or like this, or like this. Please, if you have that habit, change it now. Okay, if you move out of your out of the screen, your marks may be reduced. It's not, no, there was no clear indication what is going to happen, how they are going to, take measures on that. But still, it's prudent that we stick to that rule, that we don't take our eyes off from the screen and put ourselves into unnecessary troubles. Okay, so that's it. And yes, now we come into the syllabus, guys. Listen very carefully. 24 questions, 30 marks, verbal ability, and 30 questions, 50 minutes, reasoning ability, 26 questions, 40 minutes, numerical ability. This is mandatory. This is the test. Okay, everyone has to take this. And after this, if you want to be a coder, if you want to get into IT, and that's when you take the subject NQT, which is mandate for TCS and other IT companies. If you want to get into IT, and please select this, okay, part 2, the section 4, 5, and 6, please, on the coding and IT industry. Okay, you will be given a software engineering job. So others, yes, you can go with this, and I'll tell you what you have to do later. Okay, so these are the 6 sections of the test. Okay, so each has this many questions. So programming logic have 10 questions and 15 minutes. Hands-on on 1 question and 15 minutes. Probably you have to give a coding. You have to do a coding in 15 minutes and 30 minutes. See, the beauty or the trap, I would say, in this is, it's not how many questions are right. It is also how many questions you have attended. It's the two way. It's like a double-edged sword. One way, it is like how many answers are right. Number 2, how many questions you have tried. Imagine that you tried 24 questions and only 5 is wrong or 4 is wrong. Still, you have chance of getting good marks. Okay. Imagine one person attending only 20 questions, and in 20 questions only 15 is right. Your chances are high. Even he is attending 20 questions and 20 questions are right. You are attending 24 questions and 21 questions is right. You have high chances. Okay, so try to work faster, smarter. See, Tata has this ideology of smartness and hard work. Earlier it is only hard work, but now smart work also comes into play. Okay, we'll see the syllabus in detail. Okay, so the written test for TCS, as I already told you, we have a written test, we have a technical interview, we have a group discussion, we have HR interview, we have a project head interview. So the first thing is the written test. I will see what is this. As I already told you, numerical ability, verbal, reasoning, programming logic, and coding. So we'll go one by one in detail. So the important topics for verbal ability is, it will be, the difficulty level is medium here. It's not very difficult as long as your English is good. They talk about your English, the prepositions and conjunctions, past tense, present tense, future tense, articles, vocabulary. Okay, the grammatical part is going to be there, and sentence completions. Okay, fill in the blanks, sentence ordering, passage ordering, sentence arrangement, meaningful sentence creation, reading comprehension, error identification, error corrections, best expresses synonyms, antonyms, spellings, word selection. So this is a preliminary English test. I would say the verbal ability is a preliminary English test where your ability on handling English language, your command over the language is found out. Okay, so if you are, see, sometimes if your writing skills are brilliant than your speaking skills, these marks will be considered. Okay, these marks will be taken into account. Even if your speaking is not so confident, grammatically you are not speaking good, but still your writing is good, I would say go for it. Okay, if you have high chances of getting a job. And reasoning, yes, meaningful word creation, number series, missing number and single missing number analogy, blood relations, coding and decoding, ages, data sufficiency, rank based logic, ages and seating arrangements and seating complex, odd man out numbers and logical. This is one, odd man out is one place where you can get more marks in a less time. So this is one place. And distance and directions, and statement and conclusions, analogies, max operational arrangements, symbols and notations. So these are the important topics for reasoning. Okay, so don't worry, I'll try to share this this presentation with you people, so that you go through it and you find out what you have to prepare. And on numerical ability, this is way actually I just put medium high. Actually, this is high. Okay, unless and until you are really good in maths and really fast in in understanding the concept and writing it down, it's going to be tough, guys. So this is the place where you have to spend a lot of time. As engineers, you already have that numerical ability, which you have been trained for 4 years now. So only thing is that you have to practice. It doesn't mean that you don't have that skill. You already have that skill. Only thing is that you have to practice more. That is what is very important when it comes to numerical ability. Okay, so when compared to reasoning or verbal, it is like how much you know. It's already there, how much you know and how much you can bring it out. But in numerical ability, it is how much you practice, and you have to bring that in a very less time. That is what is very important. You have to attend 26 questions in 40 minutes. So each question is somewhere between 1.2 minutes you have. Okay, so that's a calculation. So you have questions from different streams, and you have to think from different angles, different dimensions. The faster you think, the faster the decision making is happening, the faster the critical thinking is happening, the more the marks are going to be. Okay, so keep this in mind. And yeah, coming back to the topics on programming logic, basics of C and OOPS is there, and data types, input out based on C, functions and scope, inbuilt libraries based on C, and variables, registers, command line programming, pointers, call by value reference, iteration and regression. Okay, regression based on C, and OOPS operating programming. So procedural based OOPS, classes, objects, inheritance, abstraction. The 4 basics of OOPS. Basically, this, I think, if you are even average in programming and you have a basic sense of programming logic, I think it is easy for you. It is not high. Okay, so don't worry about that. And the next thing is programming logic part 2. They have a data structure and advanced data structures. Okay, stacks, queues, and linked lists, trees, binary search trees, graph, searching, sorting, and hashing, and ABL trees, B trees, greedy and dynamic programming, and knapsack. So this is going to be a high level. Why I'm telling this is going to be a high level difficult, because the time limitation is very less. For 10 questions, you have only 15 minutes. Okay, so you have to really be faster in this when you're creating it, when you're answering that. And comes the coding, arrays, strings, matrices, mathematical operation, geometrical operations, number series, banking modes, concepts of dynamic programming. They may not know from where they are going to ask question, how they are going to ask question. They give 15 minutes plus another 30 minutes for answering these questions. You will have 10 questions. Okay, you have the mandatories, at least 7 questions has to be answered. And yeah, so what are the things that you have to prepare? So C, C++, Java, Pure, Python 2.7. Last year it was 3. This year it is 2.7. So when you are well versed in this, it is easier for you to crack the exam. So that's it, friends. So it's very simple. Okay, the syllabus is simple. Only thing is you have to practice a lot. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please send back your feedback and send back your queries also. If you have any questions, we'll try to answer that. So wish you all the best, and do well, and God bless you all, guys. Be very confident, okay, because there are a lot of opportunities. Post-COVID, we have a lot of opportunities rushing inside the market. We need a lot of newcomers, lot of freshers to get into the stream of job market. Okay, saying that, wish you all the best once again, and thank you so much. Take care all. Bye. Bye.